One in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging in. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jacking it. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how the poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my pass.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Bronco. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And while he was at Eastern Illinois, he broke Tony Romo's school records for career passing yards and touchdowns before initially joining the league as the backup to Tom Brady as a second-round pick.
Of course it got rain.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. North of 100 yards, the two scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on.
Now a play fake
Get him.
here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing now is
Down twice.
And the pressure gets to him again.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people. Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Throwing on first down, Smith. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now Smith throwing on first down.
If I had him open a little bit more, I would go for him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. He also he put a score in here. Long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now.
Smith on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing is Smith.
Well, not really.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace?
Good job, guys. Good job.
Right?
80
sure
yards, 2
2
minutes, 25 seconds.
But don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
23,
make
20
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Williams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Now Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw Garoppolo. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just...
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Jack Colts already leaving the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
As his guys head back out onto the field. And you look at the numbers, not only has he not caught a pass, they haven't targeted him yet. And we're coming up to halftime.
And you remember our meeting with the coach beforehand? What did he tell us about him? I write his number on my play sheet, and I circle it in bold type, because I want to make sure he gets the ball and often.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Get him. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They run with Breda. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense,
do whatever you can. Very good.
The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
At least I want to get in field goal range.
On first down.
That's not going to help.
Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Hold on. How far am I?
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Right on the money.
And McManus able to put it through. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman.
67-yard field goal by McManus.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, and it's the Celtic Tigers who are out in front. The Celtic Tigers trying to finish that one off and claim victory.
How the hell do they get ahead?
From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest to check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson.
All right.
Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders.
So far.
Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know how the.
Welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Yeah, that thing's kind of messed up right there. It's not 6-0. It was 9-6 the last time. Halftime showed up.
The second quarter score from KC. It's the Chiefs that have jumped out to the early lead against the Raiders. Teddy Bridgewater with 1 touchdown pass thus far. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We know that.
On first down, it's Smith. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The 30. And now running right through it. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Smith now to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there.
Tight end was covered. Who am I going to go to?
The 49'ers were riding roughshod in the league. They use their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Hi. Oof, 20-13.
And they will not get a chance
all right,
to
you're seeing all
this one
this.
As it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Oh yeah, defensive montage.
To step around it, step through it, or just handle
Richard
it.
Sherman.
You mentioned he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks.
I mean, the hits keep coming hard. Just no.
He'd like to stay upright.
Not Madden.
At
least not right now.
On first down,
not gonna pull those jokes yet.
Off this one, deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it.
That's what she said.
In order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
If they pull Baker Mayfield, they can do it. Wow, I'm shook as fuck.
Fair to say, hasn't
how much wide open can that person be?
Not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well.
I am really shook as hell.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to
obviously, I left the guy wide open.
So they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete as well.
All right.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Good job for not taking the sack. Defense could have picked that off. But I'm a fan, kind of patient. What the hell? Just let them touch it.
They'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line.
What kind
of offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission.
Shit.
And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run with Crowell. He will push his way down to about the 14. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Yes, we can.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more.
Shook as fuck, wide open.
The drive there is incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. In his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator,
Lindsey actually won his time with Tennessee.
That says try something different.
Like, all right, cool.
Specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball. Move it downfield. Run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Crowell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, that didn't work.
Throwing now, Smith. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The pitch to Crowell. He takes it to the 15.
That didn't work.
Flashy move, but little to show for it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You guys go 52.
On the run, it's Crowell.
I did.
And Crowell lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying
Oh, yes, please.
in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because
Thank you, New
when
York.
it's so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard.
He's
it'll come
down.
on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried too
There goes the
hard,
knees.
even in perfect
He's down
conditions,
before the ball
gets
leaves him.
away from him. They've got to find that good balance.
It's good.
Carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Thank you, New York.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it
What are you doing?
Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one
what
incomplete.
the fuck are you
Line of
doing, bro?
scrimmage again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo.
How? Get to him.
Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
What you going to do about it? What you going to do with it?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to
Damn,
watch.
that is a pretty tight game right there. 15-13.
Complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. He's got a
Kevin King, kiss him goodbye. Final play of the game.
Back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took
I picked 6 though.
Got your notes laminated, because you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch.
Looks like we're going to be the #1 defense again.
How impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
Hey, better than his first start, but hey.
So for the home
Still
team
did the
here,
job.
they used a favorable early schedule to their...
Thank you very much. I know exactly what you're going to say. We're going to be on the road again next week. Okay. No, I'm putting 2 games in there.